As the Delta variant is driving a spike in coronavirus cases, mainly among the unvaccinated, hospitals are starting to feel the strain across the country. Dana Arshan live in front of Mount Sinai in East Harlem, one of the big hospital systems in the city that is dealing with an uptick in patients. Dana.
Good evening, Steve. Yeah, Mount Sinai Hospital here is one of many hospitals across the country seeing a spike in COVID cases right now, mostly due to the Delta variant. Now, the president of this hospital says what is so troubling is that most of these cases could have been prevented. That's because as of this morning, new stats for the hospital came out showing that 74% of COVID patients here in this ICU are unvaccinated.
In our recent analyses of our local health system samples, the Delta variant has completely taken over the hospitalized COVID patient population.
While concerns of the Delta variant are mounting across the country, hospitals in our area are seeing an uptick in COVID patients. Still, Dr. David Rich, president of Mount Sinai Hospital, doesn't think New Yorkers should be too alarmed just yet.
I want to put things in perspective. On April 9th, 2020, there were over 2,000 patients with COVID in the hospitals of the Mount Sinai Health System. And as of today, we had 101.
But there are more grim situations in other states. In Florida, the federal government has sent hundreds of ventilators and other medical equipment to help with the spike in cases. In Louisiana, elective and non-urgent procedures have been put on hold as the virus rages across the state. Officials there expect the number of cases to peak in the coming weeks.
We're having to create beds that didn't previously exist. We're having to find providers that weren't previously put in place.
Here in New York City, the COVID numbers aren't too staggering, but officials are watching them closely for any movement. There are at least 64 hospitalizations citywide, but in the state, there are more than 1,300 hospitalizations reported right now, compared to just 339 exactly a month ago. At Mount Sinai, more than 70% of COVID patients in the ICU are unvaccinated.
We have learned lessons from the work that we did a year and a half ago about how to organize that, how to turn rooms of the hospital into facilities that are appropriate for a patient with an infectious disease.
Now, the president of this hospital also wants to stress that most COVID patients here are not in the ICU. Still, he wants to advise all New Yorkers to stay more vigilant now than ever and to get your shot. In East Harlem, Dana Arshan, Fox 5 News. Steve.